And I'll just state that no actions or motions were taken during executive session. Item number 9, discussion and take possible action regarding police union contract. We will be taking no action on that at this time. So we'll move on to item number 10, discussion, take possible action regarding HR director contract. So at this point, I'll entertain a motion to approve the HR director's contract pending final negotiations and sign off of town council.
So moved.
A motion by Rob Van Agen, second by Al Bruno. He won the hand raise. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? The chair votes aye. Motion passes 7-0. Item number 11, discussion, take possible action regarding operation director contract. At this point, I'll entertain a motion to approve the operation director's contract pending final negotiations and sign off of town council. Motion was made by Anne Marie, second by Chris Bowen. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, chair votes aye, motion passes 7-0. I'd like to make a motion to add to the agenda discussion and possible action regarding finance director contracts. Motion by Bob Finley, second by Anne Marie. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, the chair votes aye, motion passes 7-0. Next item on the agenda, discussion and take possible action regarding finance director contract. At this point, I'll entertain a motion to approve the finance director contract pending final negotiation and sign off of town council. Motion by Al, second by Bob Finley. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, the chair votes aye, motion passes 7-0. Thank you very much, everyone. Item number 12 is appointments. At this point, I'll entertain a motion to approve the appointments list dated September 15, 2020. Can I have a motion to do so?
So moved.
Motion from Bob Finley, second from Anne Marie. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, chair votes aye, motion passes 7-0. Item number 13, we have no tax refunds and abatements, which is amazing unless we miss something. So we'll move on to item number 14 is transfers. We have no transfers before us. So we will move on to item number 15, which is correspondence. We have 3 pieces of correspondence. We have the check register, which is there. We have the public comment that was made at the last meeting that was read at tonight's meeting, but we also have that in. That way we cover all the bases. And then there is also in there a legal opinion from Rich regarding filling a vacancy on the Board of Selectmen. That is informational for the 6 of you to give you an idea of how I will be replaced and what the mechanics of that will be. Any specific questions you have, you could let me know, or you can route those directly through to Rich. That is up to all of you. Okay. So that is correspondence. Item number 16 is public comment. Rory, have we received any public comment since the start?
We have not.
We have not, okay. So with that, we'll move on to item number 17, which is Selectmen's public comments. So as always, we'll go in the order you appear on my screen. So Bob Finley, you will lead us off.
Well, first and foremost, I wanted to congratulate you on your new endeavors, and while we'll miss you, we'll carry the torch on. We will miss you. I also wanted to throw out a plug to Seymour Pink, the road race. For those who haven't registered yet, they're doing it virtually. You can do it. You can sign up for that road race from October 1st to the 4th. And do it anytime. So you can sign up as a 5K or 10K. And so I encourage the board members, town of Seymour to join up and register for the road race.
So Bob Finley will be starting Team Finley, which
Yes.
we can all join. So Bob, if you'd like to, Bob and I tried to hook up during the day, kept missing each other. But if you want to start that team, Bob, we can certainly all join
Okay.
and run. I know Van Egen's in training, Bruno's in training. So we have some runners in the mix. I'll gladly walk eating an ice cream
I
cone.
will be walk running.
Yes.
I'll
We
be
call that,
running.
I was going to say at our age, we call that a waddle. And that's what we'll be doing. So I'm just happy I don't have to go down to DC this year and do that 10K again in the pouring rain, because that was absolutely awful. So, well, thank you, Bob. Chris Bowen.
I just, I want to point out that as the election comes closer, try to be positive towards each other. It's going to get a lot more testy as time goes, and social media does not help that. Just try to be nice to each other. That's something that we all struggle. I struggle with that sometimes myself. Be safe, be kind, and Kurt, thank you for 10 years of service.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I haven't left yet, so, don't write me off. But if you want to send me gifts, cash is always preferred. So, no, I'm just kidding. But thank you for that, Chris. I appreciate it. Rob Van Hagen.
I really just want to say, Kurt, you're going to be very missed. I think on both sides of the aisle, everyone realizes you've done an amazing job for this town. I probably would not have wanted to have been one of the selectmen had it not been having you as a leader. You kept everything very even. Everybody had a voice. And I hope we can do our best under whoever replaces you to keep the ship going in that direction. So thank you for your time.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Trish.
Congratulations, Kurt. As a member of the team that started off trying to help get you elected, I'm sorry to see you go, but you lived up to your slogan, Leadership Matters, and I can only hope whoever steps into your shoes remembers that. Really important to lead not just the town, but any constituent you have, whether it's an employee, volunteers on boards and commissions, and the public. So, I'm proud of you for that. And again, I just hope the next person that steps in is able to do that and be accountable. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Trish.
That
Anne
was
Marie.
me.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I thought you were calling on me again. I'm like,
No,
that.
I know. I said thank you, Trish.
Long meeting, we're getting loopy.
Yeah, Anne Marie.
I hate you.
Anne Marie, thank you. I know.
Rory, do you have that quoted?
Anne Marie is going to start crying. So, but it's okay, Anne Marie. Thank you. Well, Anne Marie composes herself. Al, why don't you go ahead?
Such a jerk.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's been a long time since it took 4 or 5 trips to Dunkin' Donuts to talk me into running with you the first time. I think it's just been a great experience watching how you lead, how you handle things. You've had some very difficult situations, and you've always conducted yourself as a professional. And for that, you should be most proud of not only your finance acumen, helping move the town forward and do all the things you've done with finance, all the days and nights and everything with our bond rating and just getting our books straight and the tremendous chaos you inherited. People don't really know unless they were involved in watching these meetings. You did a great job, Kurt. And I'm not just saying that as a fellow Republican, I say that to you as just a taxpayer. So thank you for everything. You've always been a great volunteer too. Coach, I talked to you in the coaching soccer, and you did that, and you did a great job. And our sons had a great time, and all their friends. I mean, you give back to your community. You got a business in town with your family. You took this on, and you did a great job. So while, yeah, I'm a little disappointed you're leaving in the middle of a term, selfishly, but you're going to do great in your next position, whatever that is. And, best of luck to you. And you've done a great job for our community, and kudos to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Anne Marie,
I had to
wanna
take some
give it a
liquid
whirl?
courage. It was actually just
Yeah.
water. So where to start? I'm gonna make this short and sweet. February 19th, 2007. You were there. As a leader, never prouder than serving underneath you and with you and by you. As a friend, you were there, and I had to bury my mom. I'll be forever grateful for you with that. I not only cherish you as a friend, but I think of you as family. Best wishes in the future. And I hate you.
Thank you, Anne Marie. I appreciate that. I didn't expect to give this speech tonight, but it's been a great run over the last 9 years. I get a lot of the credit for everything that's happened, but I certainly don't deserve that credit. We are blessed in this town with great volunteers, great professional staff. All of you, Anne Marie, Al, Trish, Rich, since day one, have been with me. Actually, Trish could tell some funny stories about me driving holes into Yashu Batorti's table as she was trying to get me to say, we need a leader the right way. To Al's point of, basically begging him in Dunkin' Donuts for 3 hours to start getting involved. And Anne Marie and John Conroy were here when I first started on the Board of Selectmen, so I kind of cut my teeth with them. So it's been great to Chris and to Bob and to Rob joining on. Everybody that's been on this board has worked seamlessly. I give credit to Fred Stanek. Fred Stanek always said for 22 of the 24 months, we're just 16,500 people trying to get some stuff done. And this board, I think, has personified this. If you look at other communities, they are constantly fighting. There's a lot of political back and forth. I could count on my one or two hands the number of votes in 9 years on this board that hasn't gone 7-0. And even when we disagree respectfully, we disagree appropriately, we say our piece, we vote, and then we move on. There's no animosity and hard feelings. So, I can leave comfortably knowing the people that are here are going to continue to move this forward. We always talked about it's not about one person, but it's about a philosophy. It's about an idea. It's not Republican. It's not Democrat. It's just trying to run our community the best way. So all of you deserve just as much credit. Again, I can comfortably walk out this door knowing that this town will continue headed in the positive direction because of all of you. And that filters down to, Board of Finance members, Board of Education members, Board of Police Commissioner members. We have a lot of good volunteers. I know Warren has jumped off, but, to Rich and Warren, we go back to that very first night at the office in the funeral home, 10 years now. The support and guidance that you have given us has been tremendous. It's never political. It's about the law. It's about what's in the best interest of Seymour, which is always appreciated. And personally, I appreciate the times where, I know when Rich leads off a phone conversation with Buddy Boy, which means I'm generally about to get yelled at. But it's always been good. It's been very, I've learned a lot of great guidance. So that's definitely appreciated. And, last but certainly not least, my man Rory has been with me almost since day one. He is truly the right hand for me. I kid around saying Roy runs this place, but that's not a joke. To see how far, you've come since day one to where you are now. You have the respect and the admiration of the staff. Probably wouldn't be as strong without all that you've done. So, I'm going to make myself cry, which is going to annoy me. This town has given me more than I could ever pay back. So it's certainly a challenge for me to leave, but it was just the right time for me to step aside. Again, I've said this, I want to make sure that the next first selectman and this board has the opportunity to go into budget season with its own direction, with its own philosophy, can make changes, and then, move into the election of 2021 so everybody knows kind of what's going on, and, we can continue to move this town forward in a positive direction. So again, from the bottom of my heart, I thank all of you. I thank the residents for having the trust in me for, 5 terms to keep putting me back here. I know that I've said I was only going to do 1 term, and then I was only going to do 2 terms. I think people didn't believe that this day would ever come. But as Rory would tell you, I sat here for a good 3 or 4 minutes with that social media post up and my finger on the button, and I was very hesitant to push that button because this, I always wanted to do this growing up since I was a kid. You guys all know the story, and it's not often you get to live your dreams. But as small as this may seem, it was a dream come true for me. So I just want to again thank all of you for all the support, all the love that I've gotten over the years. So with that, Rory, anything we've missed?
Nope.
Rory says no. Mr. Paterno, anything we've missed and you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'll take a little point of personal privilege at the end of the meeting and just say that you have been a great first selectman. Seymour is a great town, and you're reflective of the very best of Seymour. You have done an outstanding job in all respects, and you have left your mark, your indelible mark, on all sorts of good works for the people of Seymour. I have thoroughly enjoyed our relationship. We've had a lot of fun accomplishing things and standing shoulder to shoulder. And it has been my honor and privilege, and the honor and privilege of this firm, and I'll speak for Warren and Brian and all the rest of the folks here. We have been privileged to be your counsel throughout this and to do everything we could to make Seymour better. But your leadership has set a very high bar, and this board and the other boards that you worked with rose to the occasion, and you see what you've accomplished. Seymour is a true jewel, and Kurt, in large part, it's because of what you've done. So thank you.
Thank you. And I get just one last thing, because I need to put it on the record, because I forgot back on election night 2011 to thank my wife, which was a mistake. But I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without her. She has sacrificed a lot over the last 10 years, so I just want to thank her for everything that she's done publicly. Obviously my kids, this is all my daughter's ever known. So just say thank you to them. So with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Anne Marie and singing Sancho, go ahead. No, he's not going to sing it. All right, so motion by Anne Marie.
Motion to adjourn.
There it is. Second by Chris.
I wanted to get Anne Marie that one after that very heartfelt speech.
It was very hard.
So all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye. Motion passes 7-0. Mark the meeting closed at 9:39. So have a great night, everybody, and I will see you